D-Roc is his boy, right? D-Roc is on the run because I say he gave him a gun in 96. And so I had to go and tell the truth. No, nigga, if you wouldn't have been telling none of these stories and getting up on the internet lying, how I make you tell the truth? Why the fuck are you lying anyway? Shouldn't you be telling the truth from the door? Right? Y'all need to be getting a refund from this clown. Now, check this out. D-Roc is his boy, right? Shout out to the Art of Dialogue. I'm still under fair use. Watch this.
You can't make this shit up, bro.
Yeah, it gotta be the drugs, man. If you're hanging people over balconies, you can't be in your right mind. But I want to ask you about D-Roc and a guy named Paul. Like, I'm hearing these testimonies and their names keep coming up.
Bro, that's why either D-Roc and Paul, they either gonna be a co-conspirator. The prosecution may have their testimony sealed, whereas they may not have to come into court or whatever like that, or they may bring them into court or whatever, or may have some kind of sealed affidavit or whatever from them. But they're gonna have to either testify or be a co-conspirator. Now, they say KK is a co-conspirator. They mentioned that in the courts, that his personal assistant KK is a co-conspirator. So how can D-Roc not be when he was mentioned way more than she was? They was mentioned almost in every testimony, bro, that people gave. They was talking about Paul and D-Roc, Paul and D-Roc, or D-Roc and Paul. So it ain't came up yet. Either they gonna be co-conspirators or they're gonna have some kind of sealed affidavit or sealed testimony or something against Paul. They got to. They got to bring them in some kind of way. It's too many people that talked about them, bro. And these are the same two people, D-Roc and Paul. These are the same two people that when people talk about Gene Deal, these are the same two people that let Big down. Let's get into it, Mike. These are the same two people that let Big down. D-Roc convinced Puff. Puff had D-Roc convinced Big to come to that party that night. Paul was D-Roc. Paul was Big security. Uncle Paulie was Big security. These same two people, you see them help destroy fucking Big because they didn't do their job and didn't do what they were supposed to do that night for Big. Now they finna destroy fucking Puff ass. They didn't stop him, bro. They didn't stop him. When he was doing this, Paul telling people one of the security bird, oh man, Puff was friends from childhood. Fuck up out of here. You ain't stopping them from doing stupid shit. You ain't stopping from beating no girls. You ain't saying, yo, my man, you been drugged up out your mind. You need to stop doing that shit. What's wrong with you? They didn't do none of that, bro. D-Roc only knew them through Big. So I don't expect that from D-Roc. But then I expect D-Roc to be a man and say, yo, my man, you can't be beating these girls like that. You making us look bad, bro. What's wrong with you? I'm not working for you. You doing that shit. That nigga Paul was around when Puff wasn't using drugs. Yo, stop that nigga, bro. Don't let that nigga do that to himself. These are the same two motherfuckers that the night Big got murdered played a role in it.
D-Roc is his man. He know the fans is listening. Now he's saying D-Roc and Paul has something to do with Big getting killed. This nigga's a piece of shit. This nigga's a piece of shit. And if you look at the line of questions, that shit don't even match. I'm willing to bet. Allegedly, Gene came up with this shit. This line of questioning don't even go. Who the fuck been talking about motherfucking Paul and D-Roc in the trial like that for Gene to be talking about that? Come on, nigga. I know you all so well, nigga. You came up with this shit.
Paul was around when Puff wasn't using drugs. Yo, stop that nigga, bruh. Don't let that nigga do that shit to himself. These are the same two motherfuckers that the night Big got murdered played a role in it. Played a role in it. Paul not doing his job right.
This nigga ain't
D-Roc
shit.
getting Big there when he was told not to. Now look, same two people that didn't stop Puff, who had been around
In 3 steps, I'm going to show you how you can.
You see how this nigga is?
$10,000.
Look, this nigga think he's slick. He's trying to put the police on D-Roc and Paul because if Diddy beat this shit, his ass is going to be new mown grass. He's scared to death. He's trying to line these niggas up. This nigga ain't so. How many times has he told this story, y'all? Now, D-Roc set up Big and Paul set up Big. You see this piece of shit? This nigga is a piece of trash. You know what? That's come from Brenda throwing him in the trash heap. He been trash from Brenda throwing his ass in the trash heap. This nigga is, yo, you hear this? They looking for D-Roc because of me. This nigga's right on here right now trying to implicate D-Roc in Big's murder. This nigga ain't shit.
responsible for bringing Biggs to that party when he was told not to. There's enough people out here that know that he was told not to bring Big to that party. Big was supposed to be in London. He got Big to that party because that's what Puff wanted Big at. Paul was told as a security personnel, they're coming to get us tonight, bro. So you got to be on alert. If Big is your principal and you're responsible for Big, you got to put yourself in between, in the middle of every threat possible. And Paul didn't do that.
This nigga ain't shit.
Puff is your principal and he your childhood friend. When do you grab this motherfucker by the collar and say, man, put the drugs down, go get some help? What's wrong with you? There's no way in hell or heaven I would allow that kid to do that shit around me.
That nigga is a piece of shit. Now you tell me, how did Big's story, the night Big got killed, have anything to do with this trial? You tell me he ain't fucking intentionally come up with that shit to throw D-Roc and Paul under the bus? Why did that come up? You're not going to sit here and tell me that the motherfucking Art of Dialogue asked this nigga. This nigga just jumps from Diddy hanging a chick out the window. That's what this video was for. Look. Gene Deal and Diddy hanging a woman over the balcony, right? How the fuck he get to D-Roc and Paul? They're not even mentioned in that. They're not. D-Roc and Paul is not mentioned nowhere in that allegation of Diddy hanging the chick over the balcony. Gene came up with that shit just to throw these niggas under the bus and trying to get these niggas implicated in the crime because these niggas are still running around. His ass is not comfortable with D-Roc running around and Paul running around with him out here fucking snitching on niggas trying to put it on me. Nigga, get the fuck on, Gene. Get on, nigga. You're not going to tell me they talking about the balcony and all of a sudden now we talking about the night Big got killed? It don't go together. It don't go together. It don't match. Go watch all the videos that the Art of Dialogue did on this trial and tell me where Gene talks about or he asks him about the night Big got killed. That ain't even a fucking topic of discussion right now. Diddy is not on trial for Big. He did that deliberately. I've been a producer director for 30 fucking years, nigga. I write all the questions. I know when niggas is trying to throw niggas under the bus. This is a throw a nigga under the bus shit. Ain't no way you all of a sudden now D-Roc said Big up. Did he write that in his book for all y'all niggas? That fucking boy, his book? Did he try to blame D-Roc for? He just said D-Roc was his man. D-Roc is my man. Nigga Cho brought that up, so I had to tell the truth. Okay, so now you implicated D-Roc in Big's murder. He set him up. He knew not to bring him to that party. Paul knew you told niggas. Nigga, you're full of shit, buddy. You trying to send niggas to jail, just like you did with Puff. Puff is locked up right now because of you on YouTube. Not because fucking Cho caught you in a lie. This ain't about Cho catching you in no lie. You trying to throw these niggas in jail just like you did Diddy. And you going up to the courthouse, but you couldn't make it to a funeral? And then you want to talk about, oh, Chaz was sitting there at the light, watch Big and them niggas get shot up, and Mason here talking about why nobody shoot back. And now, hey Mace, did you know that Chaz and them niggas was sitting right there and watched the whole shit? Mace, did you know that? Gene talked about Chaz was sitting right there and watched the whole thing happen. But told Gene don't say nothing. And Gene waited for him to die to get on YouTube and say that Chaz and them was right there. And if he knew that they was right there watching, he wouldn't have got in the car with Puff and them. He would have went and got in the car with Chaz and them. This is why he told Kenny, run the next 3 lights, Kenny. Because he knew Big was getting ready to get murdered. Now he's trying to sit here and put it on D-Roc. And these are the same 2 people. Now look how he start the question, right? How did he get to Big's murder from him saying, oh, yo, they mentioned D-Roc and Paul in the case? Nigga, stop it, Gene. Stop it, Gene. Stop it, Gene. We know, nigga, stop it. This nigga's a dirty motherfucker, boy.
You can't make this shit up, bro.
This nigga's a dirty motherfucker.
Drugs, man.
Listen.
People over balconies. You can't be in your right mind. But I want to ask you about D-Roc and a guy named Paul. Like, I'm hearing these testimonies and their names keep coming up.
Bro, that's why either D-Roc and Paul, they either gonna be a co-conspirator, the prosecution may have their testimony sealed, whereas they may not have to come into court or whatever like that, or they may bring them into court or whatever, or may have some kind of sealed affidavit or whatever from them. But they're gonna have to either testify or be a co-conspirator. Now, they said KK is a co-conspirator. They mentioned that in the courts, that his personal sister KK is a co-conspirator.
Y'all see this? We're talking about the trial now. Nothing has nothing to do with Big anywhere. Big name is not mentioned in this trial nowhere. Gene is coming up with this shit to throw these niggas under the bus. I'm fucking a writer, producer. I've been doing this 30 years. I know a line of questioning. Big name, I cover the fucking Diddy trial every day. Y'all, I'm getting ready to get into it now. Big ain't mentioned in the Diddy trial. Diddy and Paul are not mentioned in this Diddy trial about Big. This nigga is deliberately trying to throw these niggas under the bus, just like he's trying to throw me under the bus, saying that the feds is after D-Roc because I said he gave him a gun in 96 for 4 minutes. A gun that D-Roc didn't bust, didn't pistol whip nobody with, didn't get caught with, nothing. Gene let this nigga hold the gun for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, it came and took it back. Is we supposed to be stupid? Nigga, you saying this up just to throw these niggas under the bus, Gene. I'm not dumb.